When your inside is all up in knots, you need a way to disentangle it to experience relief and clarity. And this is where pen and paper are excellent tools of choice. In this video, you'll learn about the benefits of writing about your inner world and how to do it. Hey everyone, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Maika, a psychologist. This is Becoming an Expert at Self-Leadership, a channel that supports you in guiding yourself and making choices that empower you. You might be surprised to hear about the kinds of benefits studies have demonstrated for the life skill of writing about your inner world. It has been shown to improve people's moods, psychological well-being. It reduces inner distress. It improves the way you perceive yourself, increasing self-acceptance. And it's also been shown to have positive effects on physical health for measures like an improved immune system functioning, liver function, lung function, blood pressure. It has also helped improve medical conditions like lung function in people with asthma. It has reduced the disease severity in patients with rheumatoid arthritis and pain intensity in women with chronic pelvic pain. And it has helped people with sleep issues fall asleep more quickly. It's helped people who were let go find a new job more quickly. Registered nurses handle stress. It improves working memory and students' grades. You may wonder how such a simple tool can have such far-reaching benefits. I'm just writing down what is already there inside me. How can that be this helpful? The thing is that introspective, reflective, sometimes called expressive writing is more than that. Our inner world is not only composed of words and a language. Some information is stored visually, some unconsciously. Some signs from our inner world are expressed in emotions and physical sensations. And when we write, we put all of that into words. It's translation, so to say. A translation of all types of inner languages into the language of words. When you write things down, you are consulting your inner translator. You're asking all of your inner parts, emotions, thoughts, and sensations to step forward and make themselves heard. And the translator captures their expressions and messages. And the structure that language offers is what has this power to increase our awareness of what is going on, soothe challenging emotions, sort things through, come to spontaneous insights, keep an overview of a situation when you're formulating a decision or strategy. Brain imaging studies have shown that putting emotions into words reduces activation in the amygdala, and that in turn soothes challenging emotions. How to get started. The most important part to remember from this how-to part of the video is do it in a way that works for you. Try it out with your inner translator and see when and how it works best for you. Some guidelines you can try that tend to work well for most people is to make sure that you're in an undisturbed, quiet place while you write, and not to worry about grammar and not even necessarily well-formulated sentences. Journaling also works in the form of bullet points. It's also very helpful if you turn it into a habit, a repeating investment into your self-leadership. But if that's not for you, it's also a powerful tool to turn to whenever you need it. It also doesn't have to be time-consuming. It can take 2 to 3 minutes on a daily basis and longer when it's necessary. The benefit of committing to a habit is that you can make sure you're not avoiding dealing with important issues in your life or processing your emotions, which can be tempting because it's comfortable short-term. Also, it's easier to turn to writing in moments when you most need it if you've had practice at it before. Remember that feeling low or difficult emotions isn't bad. those are the days when it's most important to turn towards your inner world and write, instead of turning away from yourself and feeling low about feeling low. Also, studies show that it's more helpful to write about emotions and thoughts rather than just emotions or just facts of the situation. So make sure to write about your emotions and the story that you're telling yourself, how you're making meaning of the situation, explaining it to yourself, or how you're trying to understand it and figure it out. What to write? If you want to create a journaling habit, it's helpful to decide in advance or brainstorm what you want to write about, so that on any given day you can just sit down and get started and don't have to spend much time wondering. And here's a list of things you can try out. You can, of course, also mix these. You can write about the events of the day that had a special significance to you. You can track your emotions and thoughts. You can write about 3 things that you're grateful for on that day. You can write about how you wish a situation would have gone, what you wish you would have said or done, an alternative version. You can write a letter to someone, no matter if you actually want to send it or not. You can write about your personal growth goals in general or for the next day. You can also consult your inner mentor, that voice inside that is kind and resourceful, and write down what it says. You can also gather all thoughts and emotions that are popping up inside of you related to a decision that you want to make. You can write down affirmations, insights that you came across that day that you want to hold on to. You can write poetry or song lyrics, and it doesn't matter how they sound. They can be very simple. There is so much beauty in honest simplicity. Remember not to pressure yourself. I think a lot of people associate writing with pressure from school, having to reach a certain word count or keep a certain form. This writing is not like that. You're the boss, and its only function is to help you. You can jot down bullet points that seem disconnected from each other. It doesn't have to be story. You don't have to write in a fancy way. And you don't have to come up with a solution right there and then either. If it happens spontaneously, great. But if it doesn't, you will still have benefited. Do you sometimes write to process, or do you journal? And if yes, what do you write about? If you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos like this one. Also, I now have a Patreon account, and if you'd like to support what I do, that would be great. Any amount helps. The link is in the description box. Till next time, take care, and remember to meet that part in you that puts things into words, your inner translator, regularly.